Welcome back, everyone, to this exciting exhibition between VonDoom and ReNickuluss. We are getting underway here in this first to 10 action, and I, for one, am excited to see what these two fellas pull out. Nick, the character specialist, playing the Team Joey D, while VonDoom is a renowned counterpicker who will pick whatever he thinks will give him the best chance of victory in that moment. Given that sort of paradigm, Tim, who you got?
I think I have to put it to VonDoom. It's
just representative of the fact that they've already taken a bracket last week, and that's just a good indication of them evolving beyond a lot of other players within their circle.
Sure. I think VonDoom as a player has really grown in the last few months and has really shown another level of play.
In some regards, we've seen a lot of Spencers, but the way they use Spencer as a support character is slightly less common. And anytime you have something slightly less common and a powerful top-tier character, it can sometimes throw enemies for a loop. Oh, beautiful cross up there. Oh my god. Making it look like that's +6. It isn't. It's a full extension, 1 bar, but you get so much freebies on this particular Doom synergy. What? Unnecessary, but totally appreciable. Realizing Virgil the bigger threat of the two. And one more 80. Let's get some Doom spending here. It's all free when Dr. Doom's paying the credit card. One more bomber. And 50-50. A little less aggressive on Doom, but VonDoom himself actually has a lot of bars, so tools to play with. And oh my. Able to catch that flight and secure a strong first round. What up, VonDoom? Dang. See, ReNickuluss could, in fact, adjust on the fly if they wanted to, based off of how much willingness they have to spend all of their bar just on keep away. The Zero can completely clog up space effectively well, specifically when Spencer doesn't have a DHC for his arm, and secure victories after that, but that's a very risky and high spending style of play, so in the alternative, just sticking to your guns and trying to evade or fade out these arm calls is safer, but potentially leaves you open to just being blown out through the huge momentum shifts. But X Factor, a risky spend that may actually pan out here. Done a good job of taking most of VonDoom's bar. There is no immediate threat of an arm behind anything Doom does. And meanwhile, Zero has all the resources needed to get the kill, but he gets thrown. VonDoom just patiently looking for this, and because of the synergy, once again, 2-bar kill, very required, but also very easy to achieve. And there's still more in the tank even after this, but Zero is such a low HP character, it doesn't take much. And sets it up, one more layer into the stagger pressure. Catching him off guard with the timing on the assist, setting him up for a perfect low, but VonDoom did not cash that out for a kill. And now ReNickuluss has a lot of bar that they just built on that last pressure. Still sitting in a nice 1, a good life lead to start working on. Virgil pretty hard to penetrate when he's in this open position, specifically back to an assist like missiles. However, overcommitment on the swing gives Doom the ability to use their X Factor punish. And now all that's left on the other side is Doom. Here comes the mix. Good block, and the responsible thing to do when Doom is X Factored is just hang back. He's very threatening, but also there are spots where you can minimize how much of a risk that is, even without having X Factor or resources of your own. So ReNickuluss is trying to slow this down. Virgil's a big problem on the back, but VonDoom doesn't look like he's trying to commit to the bit on that. So you take their instincts to be your advantage here and just try and work through this Doom and find a way to hit that Virgil before he can even get started. Calls the missiles, but didn't quite have the spacing to do that. Sometimes it works really well and it's the perfect trap into counterattack, but other times you just risk instantly destroying yourself. Another one on the board for VonDoom.
If only it were riches that lie before me instead.
We've seen each and every sequence at these starting points. But this Zero knows exactly what they're doing. It's just a matter of trying to catch yourself in a consistent flow that goes blow for blow with these Spencer teams. Because they leverage really strong damage and really great incomings. But the meter hunger alone is something that you can capitalize on as a Zero player. Looking for situations like that because of Buster, Cancel, and Lightning, where you are just impossible to arm but force arms out of Spencer nonetheless. However, getting caught on the swing, good refresher on the bar, but a little bit of Parsec magic working great for ReNickuluss here and has baited a lot of resources but wasn't ready for the throw. VonDoom realizes he's over-swinging and just has to play to the bit and go for the most risky but effective option there. And Fade back, unable to capitalize, gets caught instead, and this is always the problem when fighting Spencer. They just get so much more sometimes on these connections. But however, that responsibility into the reaction from the block, back into the offense here. A good time to X-Factor, build back a little of this nest egg on resources, and see if you can get rid of these characters in quick order. And unable to get the full confirmation there. This is entirely the high risk you have to take here. Both players are going to be wildly calling assists. Every little bar of meter is going to go into either swords or DHC into swords, and this is just where you have to be so careful on committing to things like Helmbreaker. When you've got a better defensive line like this, it's safe, but when everything is going into swords, compacted motion just becomes so much more prevalent. And overswing, doesn't get the assist character, but this is a great extension. Didn't need the bar, gets the reset. Sword on sword, usually second wins, but another overcommitment. VonDoom compacting movement. Leveraging the threat more than actually utilizing it on every single interaction here. Thank you for the missiles. Excellent timing. Swings on the last missile. And once again, compaction. See how complicated he's going to get. Not the time to drop, but unless VonDoom, overly confident, knew how to capture that last kill. Another one goes on the board for him. So once again, opening gambit, good bait, recognizing the throw execution, and we just need to see a full connection on the Zero. He gets the hits, but he doesn't get these kills. Missile the missile. Oh, weird. Actually, managed to still get two of those up and then arcing. And this is a chase situation. A large amount of the fact we see is that Zero is just not staying mobile enough to execute the order of operations you have to bait out against Spencer. There's the grapple, there's the arm, just like that. As you can see, there are plenty of places for Zero to just make it impossible to punish. Very much a great aspect of this character is how will they run away while still engaging with your assists or you. Everything can be turned into an angle shoot or even a corner mix. Specifically while missiles are coming down, you don't have to do anything until you see a good impact to work off of. And, ooh, wow. I was worried for half a second. No, it still did come to pass. Never mind. Pixel Zero has a pickup here, but too late. However, it didn't really matter. Gets into the mix, 50-50. Leverages for the late hit. Recognizing the possibility of a Helmbreaker, good fade back. And this time, didn't choose a stable route there. Things still looking good, but this is fully VonDoom's capability to come back here. They do get the first connection on the enemy Virgil. So it's all up to block here or possibly be slain without even touching the ground. Nice counterattack. Choosing options, choosing the risk, and that is why ReNickuluss is staying in this. It's never too late to turn it around. And this is what I think I really do appreciate, is that we are seeing ReNickuluss shifting their timings. They are throwing in more fakes than they are just throwing at swings. And you're starting to see VonDoom actually becoming caught by some of these. Overall, his consistency is still the mountain. But the first step to overcoming this mountain is having the confidence to know when you have situations that your opponent isn't going to guarantee crack. And let's see if over the rest of this set there's still enough space for ReNickuluss to figure out the proper game plan to fully compress. Good patience on the block, good read, getting a hang on the level of mix-ups, but the last step, the arm. VonDoom showing he's got more layers than you're able to block if you haven't seen them yet. 50-50, patience not rewarded, armed finish. VonDoom now heavily back in the driver's seat. Four wins up. Let's see. There's still 3 more to go, and this is a huge change. Now, ReNickuluss just has to take it to the 200% here. To become the White Comet, one has to stay in motion and break through the entirety of the team in one go. Once you get your one good 0 round, everything always changes, and suddenly your opponent's a lot more worried about the consequences. This is looking good. VonDoom is now starting to feel the consequences of his action when 0 can potentially take out an entire team in one touch. But wow, impressive work. VonDoom recognizing there was a point in time where they could spend resource for resource and actually achieve a better victory here, and that's why we just saw opening the purse, activating the X Factor, holding nothing back because there was a huge mountain to climb for themselves. Now, ReNickuluss is going to have to hang on to all of this without getting the first or last word potentially in any of this. Good patience, baits the X again. VonDoom, swords up. Looking to stall out with this missile pressure, keeps it consistent. Good bait. Pulling it down, waiting for the counter swing. Sets up a sword when he needs to, forces the next sword. And VonDoom just doing so good a job of exchanging their resources for an X-Factor character resources. They just come at a much higher premium when you can trade like this, but oh, the shifting, the tides turn, and ReNickuluss perhaps should be spelled ridiculous, as they found the perfect snipe to take them back into that win. Now, can they adjust? It's not always the first mix is the one that gets zeroed. It's the second mix where you get zeroed. So any drop can become the next level of your mix. Is there a bait here? No bait, but there's still missiles coming down, and that's good enough. Are you going to slow down the movement again? Actually gets the advance, tagging the Doom for a little freebie on top. And this is it. This is the start. Chooses the Doom, realizes the resources just coming a little short. However, this is still enough. Now he builds up what he needs to potentially start the next layer of the mix, and this he does. He's very careful. He can get to roughly 2 bars before he even has to start the spend here. There we go. Consequences in full effect. There's X Factor if you get the touch, and I would highly recommend using it. ReNickuluss chooses the standard routes. Still 1 bar floating means, but oh, it's like a little Parsec magic, really screwing things up, but Parsec gives, Parsec takes, and now this is the consequences pushed back. VonDoom no longer feeling that pressure, relieved heavily when he is in this level of driver's seat, and gets the first mix on the enemy Virgil again. Where are we going? Where we go? That was a gamble and a half, but when you've got this much of a set lead, I don't recommend it, but still definitely an option to take a dangerous slash like that. VonDoom going up again. Now, we've seen everything from ReNickuluss. And it's still just the haunt that they've got to just assemble one game where they feel like there was never a chance for their opponent to deal with it. And this could be the start. 3 bars. Has access to the easy happy birthday if they just want to make it simple for themselves. It goes for the complications. Spencer, a very healthy character, so he didn't die during that exchange. Good enough. Second bar. 0 coming up just short of the 2-bar kill, leading to a 3rd bar expended. But VonDoom, when you get happy birthday, you have resources to spare. God. Ooh, interesting interaction, actually. ReNickuluss has the lead on resources. The question is, can they turn this around with them? 4 bars means there is always the threat of a Virgil in the back from Photon Array. X Factor, good for the consistency. He chooses to bring it in, set the missiles, rapid slash. Sometimes it's really just as simple as that. Now, Missile is going to ruin that throw pickup. However, there's still the chance for the mix here. ReNickuluss trying to set the pace with these placements. VonDoom just hanging a little above the headroom where they feel comfortable. And similarly, the 0 player, ReNickuluss, just not comfortable in these spaces. And this is a choice matter. Is Spencer going to go for the straight kill here, or are we going to see a quick snap to Virgil? He's coming off the bit like this. Damage is going to be at a bit of a premium if you spend the bar early. Great choice, Helm Diver. Helmbreaker or die, Helm Diver. And 2 X Factor, still enough for this Virgil comeback. Has swords, put the threat on. Great jump over. Missiles almost screwing up the combo. Was barely finding that last, never mind. Bad position, coming straight down to the 2 characters, but 1 luckily falling out. Doom Assist truly proving to be the best, as it takes that homie blow. Giving VonDoom the opportunity to instead have their Virgil be the one coming in at full impact here. 1 more mix. It doesn't commit to that cross-up, but hey, another throw, another Helmbreaker. VonDoom never minding these. If Virgil kills in 5, they'll be the most pleasant 5 you've ever taken. And that's another one on the board for VonDoom. And 1 more is all it will need for VonDoom. Their talent of stamina, very well achieved, having already won a full-length bracket. Simply a matter for them to stay as comfortable and frosty as they are for the last match. And this is very much the kind of confidence we are seeing in the Spencer movement. But a good opener. Pressure is always a force of fear, and let's see if ReNickuluss can't start a momentum shift that might take them all the way back to an even 6-6. It's possible. Here comes the train. White Comet, are we in effect? Gets the catch. Good pickup. A lot of meter build on that. Chooses the snap. Sphere is the Virgil. Knocks him out. Knocks him back in. Assist pickup. Takes us back to that even 2. It's always where you want to hang if you can help it. And here we go. Still that last bar. All you need. X Factor for the backup. Keep it consistent. And there we are. Perhaps the major moment here that may lead to the defining change of momentum. A clean 300% for ReNickuluss. swinging in. This is looking confident. Gets the extension. Everything feeling lighter on the toes here. See if ReNickuluss can move into this position here. And this will be the end of Spencer. This character have done so much work. This is never mind. He's at the wrong height, unfortunately. Zero, a character that is surprisingly short for what he looks like. Often the one to duck or hover above almost anything that would hit a normal character scale. Here we go. One last touch for the White Comet pressure. Good check. VonDoom this time getting the opportunity to fight, but one wonders how much comfortable he has after an entire set of fighting in the lead to play this far from behind. Sometimes things can just feel very weird during a set like this. Another one on board for ReNickuluss. This momentum is kicking in. And VonDoom, yeah, that is notably different. Playing from the back now, seeing a slower, more defensive Spencer after getting 300%. It is interesting what can change when you have something like that happen and you feel as if something completely fell out of your control. And we get another start. ReNickuluss comfortable, finding shift under, shifts above. And these combos getting just that sweet spot they have for guaranteed meter pickups. Ooh. But height control just failing them at the worst moment. And now VonDoom. It's their time to do this breakout here. The perfect assist for a zero comeback is also the perfect assist for a Virgil comeback. Sometimes it is literally the most simple option. VonDoom doesn't have to deal with your lightning if you never get to make it. And good blocking, even though they got out like they were stealing. VonDoom still playing with that defensive edge we saw earlier on. Putting out projectiles, just looking to catch on the edge of the blade. Playing more to the chip than relying on aggressive or heavy rapid slash based options. Swords of the Punish, too far, but finding a hit on the assist and just going to start the block strings. This is gonna almost screw that up. No, it does, but thankfully Helmbreaker. VonDoom onto his defensive fundies, and this is the other side of them that shows why they can do so well in brackets. Good Bike has multiple gears, and VonDoom has multiple play sides. And this restrained performance of Virgil just showing VonDoom knows how to handle themselves when the resources are low as like this, and is just leveraging that X Factor as long as they can before they finally let it go. Knowing when and where it would go to waste and where it might now prove, but oh, ReNickuluss almost getting the slash, but the freaking washing machine, what a hitbox. Good checkmate, had to force the chip, couldn't get the connection here. And now, it might not take much for VonDoom to score this life lead without actually having to kill Doom. The access to missiles, swords, and just slashes like this can potentially lead to a good edge. However, that connection almost being the spoiler, but this is looking perfect. Finds the missile connection. It doesn't matter if you kill, the life lead is solidified with this longer cutscene. And another one on the board for VonDoom. Momentum finally stolen back. After 2 wins for ReNickuluss. Wow, from the ropes back to the ground. ReNickuluss has got to feel good about that connection. And into the sweet spot, going to start with good 2 bars. And catching up on that low height, going to have just a little Sugemu left for the mix. Which side? 50-50. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Because it doesn't stop when it starts. Total patience, total connection on that Buster, almost a total free snipe. Luckily, VonDoom, the corner was just not where he wanted it. This is going to give any an opportunity to go straight from photons into swords as needed. This may actually tag the assist. Nah, just too far out, but connection onto the point. And a favorable meter build into the next mix-up here. Once again, VonDoom going to be careful on leveraging these resources as I did last set. Catches the happy birthday, can get the connection, but still keeps these resources alive, going to punish the X Factor through chip, pressure, and just block strings. Missiles. And successfully, VonDoom once again disconnects that X Factor from ReNickuluss's comebacks. Another great connection, but just weird angles. This one looking good. Takes us to the mid-screen, unable to connect. And VonDoom taking so much good Fey Orchin from these dead angles. Over now, it's all up to the Doom. You know he favors this character. A lot of his teams have made comebacks, but what will it take when there's so much life on the other side? Okay, ReNickuluss playing very aggressively for someone who doesn't have a single bar to cancel anything into Photon. Caught into the throw. And just the tail of X Factor going to give a huge damage push. It keeps this into a single or an even not needed miter kill. Now, this is the tough part. VonDoom sitting on all they need to get the kill if they get the touch, but they also may want to spend that just to disconnect meter again from ReNickuluss's comebacks, because once Virgil is out of bar, everything is infinitely easier, but a risky foot dive doesn't pay off. And both players are now shifting into their late set style of play. We're seeing ReNickuluss tighten up that gameplay and VonDoom integrate more defensive, less risky options. However, as I say that, goes straight for a random yet perfectly placed bionic arm, and now this team is bleeding off the go. Unable to get a kill on that second character, but this is looking like a great pickup for the missiles. Recognizes where they have to position for the grapple. And even chooses a reset into mix-up. Looking for a fantastically easy yet efficient kill off these missiles onto the Virgil. It doesn't take much when you've got that assist, but oh, a little over flashy on that last extension section. Now a consequence. It's going to lead to a dead Spencer. ReNickuluss smart to take what they shouldn't have gotten. Now VonDoom looks like they're going to be resting on the laurels of their Virgil, but actually Doomsday's alive. Better yet, gets a connection on the point and the assist. What is the great route for this? Has to just work on it. Oh my god. ReNickuluss didn't think the washing machine was going to hit them like that. And taking a scramble and making it into a kill. Spear Flame. Now, these last few sets proving to be potentially all VonDoom needs to win, but these scrambles getting more and more insane. Even on the 2-win required eve of his final victory in this set. Both players just proving if they've got a little bit more left in the tank. Deflection into offense here. Grapple being the worst choice when ReNickuluss is ready. However, a weird connection giving a blessing dispenser, barely scratched, but fully capable of killing. 50-50 catches him right on the dome. Where will be the snap? Gonna get a little bit of free meter and damage before they gotta start this. It's the mid screen. Where we going? Late hit, doesn't connect with the cross up, but catches the backdash. VonDoom's level of confidence back where he wants it. And this time, let's see if he keeps it clean. Looking to be just that. Now, one more 50-50. It's all good. X Factor, keep it simple. Bionic Lancer. Now, truly on the eve of VonDoom closing out this set. It's up to ReNickuluss to find another huge voltage surge. We see what happens when they get these connections and they ride it to the 300% range. And good connections looking to be exactly what's at the store here. Finds himself back into those 2-bar ranges. Gets the mix level of Sugemu. Which side is we going to hit on? 50-50. Crazy, but oh, it doesn't connect. VonDoom smartly pulling it back. Just looking to set back up a stable section of the screen for themselves to control, but into the lightning again. High height? A little weird on that one. Perhaps an unintentional input that ReNickuluss tried to roll with. However, they still are doing a great job of destroying all the health on that Doom. Wow. VonDoom, 20-20 on these photon pickups into swords. Always finding the side they need. One more extension off that last missile into the swords. Ooh. Tiny body zero actually hitting the ground before they could go into the sword cancel because of its late hit connection. Thankfully, the missile is going to protect. Looked like they were going to rapid slash, instead just tries to bait with a normal helm breaker. Now only 2 more characters, but ooh, humongous loss here. ReNickuluss has those necessary free bars, chooses the X Factor instead. VonDoom so close to victory, but may in fact find themselves suffering for more sets as ReNickuluss is fully engaged on this comeback. It's not down, it's not out for a long shot. There's only a 3-match gap now. VonDoom needs 1, but ReNickuluss does not need that many either. Incredible reset. This looking a lot like the second to last game. ReNickuluss better be able to block these, or this set is long to the past. 50-50, he gets the screen set up, goes for the stay in front, looks to check for that air, but another grapple, another over swing. Another pickup for Doom. But TAC, perhaps a risky choice so late into the set, but oh, the tail of the photon. For once, it is ReNickuluss getting it, but that's both characters. Arm gonna keep you safe from the missiles. Unable to get a kill. Wait, is this possible? Oh my god, the X Factor still allows it to scale. It's done not too high, and that, an incredible closure.
What a great set from both these players. VonDoom emerging victorious 10-7 over ReNickuluss. Very clearly 2 experts at the game, experts at their craft. Both these guys came through tonight and we really appreciate them. Thank you to Nick for playing and showing us some incredible stuff. Thank you so much to VonDoom for holding it down. We'll see them both in bracket tonight, and I for one can't wait to see what they pull up. Thank you also to Tim for commentating tonight. We got a lovely night of Marvel that's only getting started. This is the first night in our Champions League, which means we're going to have 8 tournaments and 1 last chance qualifier for a Champions bracket. For more information, you can check out our Discord, and we'll be back with the start of the bracket in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.